TV. Hey, being on Entertainment TV, we talk about domestic violence, firearm violence, being violated, and we feed the unfortunate. Being on Entertainment TV is always out in the community, having fun, showing love, interacting, and guess what? We're never a stranger. What's up, Miss TT, baby? How you doing? What's going on? What's going on, Miss Pretty Black? Welcome, ladies. Welcome. Just gonna be a quick live. Just let everybody know, that we're gonna be out in the community on the 24th. Right now, it's not doing no raining, so since it's not doing any raining, we might be okay. I think. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best part about it. No rain, may it be a better day for us to interact with the homeless people, have fun, laugh, talk, and kick it and cut it up and everything like that. But I'm glad to quick lot about donations. We need to get that chili. We need to get those bowls. We need to get those spoons. We need to get the cornbread because we're going to be out in the community. Like I said, we're going to be out having fun, interacting, cutting up, laughing and talking. And of course, y'all know last year, I was out last year interacting with the unfortunate people, doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what I'm supposed to do as far as feeding them, having fun, laughter, picking up some of their spirits up. You know what I'm saying? I try to be a motivation. I try to give wisdom, little knowledge out, even though they know more than me, and I may know more than them. It's always best to sit down and listen to what a person got to say because you never know who got more knowledge than what you know. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. But right now, I'm just going to just show a little video about the unfortunate people. I just hope everybody just get on the bandwagon and just basically show love and get out and feed people. I mean, if you don't want to help me serve the unfortunate for Christmas, you can go out and do it yourself. Or if you see me out in the streets doing it, come on by. Give a bottle of water out. Pour some chili. You know what I'm saying? Get some cornbread out. Just come out and hang out. Get your kids to come out. You know what I'm saying? Get your family members to come out and just interact with us.
Crisis in our country has gone from bad to worse, and hundreds of towns and cities, hundreds of thousands of people are without a roof under their head. This week, cross country hit the ground in San Diego, where a short-term band-aid have failed the city, and they're in desperate need of a solution. But there may be a groundbreaking answer. Watch.
The homeless crisis in America is out of control. The latest numbers from our federal government estimates nearly 600,000 individuals experience homelessness in the U.S. on any given night. And nowhere is this crisis more apparent than in California. The feds estimate California has nearly a third of the nation's homeless individuals. Once sparkling cities like San Diego confronted by tents, needles, and trash. Michael Branch is a former Navy SEAL who operates the East County Transitional Living Center, an area shelter currently housing some 600 homeless and transitioning them back into employment and independent living.
People on the street, there's open beds. You're waiting from coming here.
So one of the things I believe that prevents people is that this is a program that requires to help themselves.
We decided to hit the streets to see the problem firsthand and what's being compared to a new Skid Row here in San Diego.
One thing I always notice when I come out here is that you see the problem and you see all these services that are offered out here.
Right.
And so there's a choice right here. So what is it going to take to get folks treatment off the street?
Well, in my personal opinion, sometimes consequence drives behavior change. So if there is no consequence, a lot of times folks aren't motivated enough to change. But a lot of times if you end up in jail or prison or homeless, you would think would be one of the things that would drive someone to get some help. But essentially there's no, carrot and the stick. It seems like there's more carrot and not enough stick.
And with shelters across the country overflowing, and so far empty promises from the White House to reduce homelessness by 25% in the next 2 years. There's at least one group proposing a new real-world fix to this big picture problem. It's called Sunbreak Ranch, and its creators want to give San Diego homeless temporary shelter, as well as provide social services for mental health, drug rehabilitation, and vocational training, in hopes of getting people off the street for good. George Molan and Brian Castor brought us to the ranch to explain.
Gentlemen, tell me, where are we right here?
Here is all Miramar land, as far as you can see, federal land, and basically unused. But we have a use for it.
And what is that use?
Well, ultimately, we want to develop a location solution to help our homeless brothers and sisters, a place where all the homeless in San Diego City and County can come to, where we can help them turn around their lives. It's meant to be a transition place, a triage, if you will, to get them back into independent living.
There'll be food kitchen, there'll be a mess hall, there'll be women's center, there'll be storage facility, there'll be a dog pound, there'll be gardening, there'll be all the things that are needed. But the whole idea here is to centralize the homeless so all the providers are there to help them get out of here to where they need to be.
But in order to get the ranch up and running and serving this community, George and Brian are calling on the federal government for support.
We need them to say, hey, President Biden say, we're going to lease you 2,000 acres of that unused, spectacular land as a federal homeless emergency zone. And what we want to do is we want to get several big philanthropists, a big foundation, to say we're going to put up $275 million for a 3-year beta test to do this in San Diego. And if it works, then the federal government agrees that they start picking up the Sunbreak Ranch concept outside of every city.
So you've heard what the folks at Sunbreak Ranch need. We reached out to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to get a response to their proposal. We didn't hear back, but you can learn more about the Sunbreak's effort at sunbreakranch.com.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page.
All right then. Okay. Well, this just to let you know that it's not just here in Texas where they're hungry. They're hungry everywhere. One moment. All right. Yeah, it's just not the here in Texas. I mean, people are homeless everywhere. I mean, everywhere. So that's why it's important to get those meals out there to people, y'all. It just not just being on entertainment TV. I mean, it's out everywhere. I tell you, everywhere. People are hungry. You see what I'm saying? And I played a video yesterday where we were talking about it was so much food in the warehouse in these warehouses. It's a lot of food in these warehouses that they're saving and that their food is rotting yesterday when I played a video. So I hope y'all was paying attention to that. But, and also if you got any men's clothing, y'all men's know y'all done gained some weight. Y'all know y'all have not. Been exercising. I've seen men with pot bellies, big bellies, roly-toly bellies, with young shirts on, medium shirts, young shirts too little for them. Y'all men know y'all need to quit. And think y'all still fine? No. Even though you wear them medium shirts to sleep at night, they still too doggone little. Why don't you all get off y'all butts and help a brother out? These men are asking for clothes, small, medium, large, extra large. All size of men are needing clothes. And believe me, I have seen a lot of people on YouTube with a lot of mediums and a lot of shirts that's a little bit too young for them. Now, I have. Now, there's no need to be greedy. Think you're going to get back, I want to lose a few pounds. You ain't going to lose some pounds because your belly is over your belt buckle. It's over your button where you button your clothes at, your pants up at. Y'all know y'all wrong. Y'all know y'all ain't still fine. I mean, you may be. You trying to be. But until you get back in that gym and pick that body back up, You know, men, when you get a certain age, your body falls. You see what I'm saying? Let me just help you out. When you get a certain age, your body do fall, baby. Your body fall. Oh, yes, it falls. Men's, your body falls just like women's body falls. Your boobies started sagging just like women's boobies started falling. You got to go to the gym and pick that up. You got to exercise. And a lot of you men ain't been doing no exercising now. I'm going to tell the truth. Because I done seen a lot of boobies around here, some men boobies. It's a lot of men boobies around here. Y'all need training bras, sports bras, and sometimes y'all need a size double D bra. I'm back in the day. I'm telling y'all, that was the lick shit's nizzle. I'm telling y'all, that was a lick back in the day. I used to love that song. Chicky said Walmart pickup. Y'all see it? Walmart pickup orders are being accepted at 9301 Forest Lane, Dallas, Texas 75243. Or make a cash app donation to Vino Entertainment TV. Thank you and happy holidays. Yeah, y'all. Happy holidays to everybody. Did y'all realize how fast Christmas got here? I mean, I'm still on last week. I ain't made to this week yet. I'm still behind, y'all. Baby, if I tell you I'm still behind, I'm still behind. I'm still behind. If y'all have any old for anything, y'all donate all your clothing. Any old clothing you got, donate them. Yeah, donate them. But y'all, have y'all been paying attention about what's been going on? Now, you know, I like Quaker Oats oatmeal. I love Quaker Oats because, you know, I was raised up on Quaker Oats. We all were raised up on Quaker Oats, right? I know we were. We all like the oatmeal. Everybody liked oatmeal. I love oatmeal. And I'm mad. They messing with my oatmeal. They miss old Quaker Oats. Now, y'all know Quaker Oats been around for a long, long time. How they gonna come in here and start messing with the Quaker Oats? The granola bars, the cereal, the snacks. Y'all, I'm mad. I'm mad. It's crazy. This man been around for a long time, and I've seen this picture for a long time on a whole bunch of boxes. Quaker Oats. This man been around for years. This oatmeal been around for years. And you wonder, all of a sudden, something wrong with the oatmeal? Yeah, TT, gently old used clothes item. Yes, ma'am, TT. Yes, ma'am. The oatmeal. Now, we all know, we all gave our kids oatmeal in the morning time, oatmeal and toast, oatmeal and cereal, oatmeal and sausage, bacon, French toast. Y'all know oatmeal is the shiznism. And can y'all believe how they're out there messing with the oatmeal? I'm upset about the oatmeal. Now, they could have did anything else but mess with the oatmeal. Say, I was raised up on oatmeal and toast. Early in the morning, I watching Scooby-Doo. You see what I'm saying? Speed Racer, Speed Buggy. You see what I'm saying? I'm watching cartoons early in the morning. Grape, A, Pink Panther, Kung Fu. And, you know, on Tarzan. I'm eating my oatmeal. And they got oatmeal. And I love the maple. The maple oatmeal is the lick. I love the maple. And for them to come around and messing up the oatmeal, oh, it's a problem. You start messing with the oatmeal. I don't like when you mess with the oatmeal. That's what I eat. Matter of fact, I got several packs of oatmeal right now in my cabinet that I have purchased, not just recently purchased, but I purchased before now. And I'm going to eat my oatmeal. I'm not getting rid of my oatmeal. My oatmeal wasn't called out with no recall right now. It was when I bought the oatmeal. So hopefully just the oatmeal just came out recently. But y'all, I mean, the food is jacked up, y'all. We got to be mindful what you feeding your chillins, the cheerings. You got to be mindful what you feed your cheerings. You got to be mindful what you feed your cheering. I'm telling y'all, because let me tell you something. When they start messing with the oatmeal, Lord have mercy, we know it's a problem. We start jacking with the oatmeal. And I love me some oatmeal, baby. And I ate oatmeal. Shoot, I ate oatmeal the other day. About 2 days ago, I had some oatmeal. Yeah, TT got it right there for y'all. Check out the National FDA recall list on all the recall foods, y'all. Y'all be surprised of what's going on with your food that you're putting it in your belly and that you're giving your kids. I mean, and then how do you just let me ask you something. How can you afford to buy food all the time constantly and you always got a recall on your food? You know, how can you just keep getting rid of your food that you purchased with your hard-earned money for your family to eat, and you buying the best items you can that's for your family to eat, and they got a recall on your food? You know, do you know how much food they have had recall lately within the last couple of months before the end of the year? Do you really realize that all the money that you have spent and you have thrown away food that you have spent money on that you can no longer eat because you're scared to eat because of the metal, the lead, or something wrong with the food? That's waste of money. And you're not getting that money back. It's not going to be on a tax write-off. You know, and you make it take it back to the store if you got a receipt. Or if you're a regular customer in that store and they know you, they take it back. But that's a lot of money to be buying on food and stuff, and then you turn around, you got recalls. Oh, shit. And they don't go give you but $10 with food stamps. They better quit playing. They better quit playing. You know, I can't be buying food and then turn around and then throwing it in the trash can because they got a recall on it. I don't get food stamps like that. You know, some of y'all do. But I don't be, even if you do get food stamps, it don't matter. You still got to purchase food with that, and you still got to eat. That's your way of surviving for your food survival. It don't make no difference. I'm telling y'all, wake up. you better wake the freaking frack it up, because let me tell you something. You're going to get left behind. You're going to get left behind. Now, oh, New York. Now, new laws would prohibit New York City landlords for discriminating based on old convictions. Say, they should have been there, had this out way before now. They should have been talking about this way before now. Do y'all know how many people living with people don't have nowhere to stay because of old convictions? See what I'm saying? They hold you to that. When you go get an apartment, they looking out to your background, out to what you've been into. They looking, I mean, they do that. You got something to go by your credit. Your credit ain't even right. They not fooling with you if the credit ain't right. You hear me? The credit ain't right, they ain't fooling with you. Hey, hey, family, they ain't fooling with you if your credit ain't right. So just imagine you got an old conviction. You've been in prison, and it's old, and it's still lingering onto your background. It's still lingering onto your background. That's stopping you from getting an apartment. And those people with felonies. People with felonies, old backgrounds. They holding it against you. You know, people change. People change every day. You know, some people know what they did wrong and go back and say they did wrong and try to make it correct. But then when they try to make correction of it, you still being held down for what you did a long time ago. It's still being held against you. Is that right? No, that's not right. So why not let people go ahead with old convictions, get their own apartment? That's why you got a lot of men staying with say, look at here. That's why you got a lot of men staying with women right today, because they got old convictions, old felonies. They still being charged for. It's still on their background. And this is why you got a lot of men staying with women. Now, if they didn't have that, like that on the conviction for the landlords, I believe a lot of people, a lot of men wouldn't be staying with a lot of women. They had their own stuff. But that's where a lot of problems come into a lot of household women with kids. They getting these men need somewhere to stay. They ain't got nowhere to stay. You see what I'm saying? Because they got convictions. Now they got convictions. Now they got to live with somebody because they can't get to no apartment. They can't get no apartment. Why? Because they had drugs. They got caught with drugs, you know, because they trying to make it trying to serve food, serve their family with, feed their family. You know what I'm saying? And they got evictions and got convicted, got busted. And then they got busted. They ain't got nowhere to go. So what they going to do? They going to move in with her. I'm find me a little sweetie I can move in with. You know, that's why a lot of these men, these abusing men, stand with a lot of women, because they ain't got nowhere to stay. Because they got a conviction on their background. And I believe this also, if they start that where people can go and men can go get their own place of living because of old backgrounds, I believe that's where a lot of domestic violence will stop. I believe that's where a lot of kids will stop being hurt in the household with the mother's boyfriends and things of that sort. I believe that's where a lot of firearm is in the household, with mama have their boyfriends coming and think they this shit and they ain't about nothing. And that's what I think. You see what I'm saying? And I do believe if they do get these men a chance to get their own place of living, you see what I'm saying? I do believe that they can they'll do better. I think they'll do better. You see what I'm saying? I do. I think a lot of domestic violence will stop. I do. I think a lot of domestic violence will stop. Because these men who are being convicted, they're not in your household no more. They got their own stuff going on. That's just me.
Shout out to young Michael. He was
Girl,
singing.
okay.
What he's singing about is not about gifts and toys and Santa Clauses and flying reindeers. That boy said, someday at Christmas. And that boy said, there'll be no more tears. You hear what he was talking about,
Yep,
Perp? That's
yep, yep,
powerful.
yep,
All the way
yep.
back in the 70s, that boy knew what he was talking about.
He knew what he was talking about. Didn't he know what he was talking about? Sure did. Sure did, TT. He knew. He
Yeah, I'm
knew.
mad my mama had that album and threw it in the trash. She got rid of anything got to do with Christmas, and Michael and them had to go too.
Oh, I hate she got rid of that girl. She might have had a little something right about now, some stuff right about that. She can hold on to it. Might got a little couple of dollars for down the line.
Yeah, it was a cassette tape.
Oh
It was
yeah,
nice.
oh
It
yeah.
was nice. The Jackson 5, they was the whip back then.
They was
But
TT. They was.
yeah, I like the topic, Perp. I'm glad that you're up here, giving your words of wisdom as usual. And it's powerful, it really is. I hope that what you're saying reaches a soul. Somebody, hears what you're saying, because it is true. We got a lot of felons out here,
Yeah,
facing homelessness and
yeah.
um can't work, can't vote, can't do
Hmm.
much of anything because of their background.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I believe TT, if they let these people with these old convictions, baby, get their own, they can get their own apartment. I think it's where a lot of the lot of domestic violence will end. I believe it's where a lot of the firearms taken to school by little kids. I believe that's where it will end. I believe a lot of arguments in the household between the mom and the boyfriend. I believe a lot of that will end too as well. I think a lot of that will end.
Yeah. I mean, when people don't have no hope, when they feel like the world had gave up on them and they just a prison number, they don't have much to look forward to. They will resort to just violence,
Yeah,
and they angry. So
yeah,
I believe wholeheartedly what you're saying. It is true. They deserve, people deserve a second chance,
yeah,
and
they do.
depending on the crime, they still be, locked down. They'll still be in there, but for petty crimes and stuff like that, give them people a second chance at redemption.
Yeah, yeah. Get them somewhere to at least stay at. Because when you go to jail and you do something bad, some people have be remorseful about it, and some don't. Some just don't come. But you got those that do, and those that do really want to make a change. I believe that they deserve the chance to make that change and not
Hmm.
be held down. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Because they be mess with your driving license, and they mess with you from getting a good job. You got all the skills, but you can't get the job because you got a felony on your background. But you're a good worker and you got what it takes. But you just got that one thing holding you down. And when it's like that, men's got to depend on women that's on Section 8, that's on food stamps, and wherever to stay with them because that's all person they can live with because they can't get their own stuff. So they got to depend on them. And they got to go through the drama with another female with her issues and stuff, even though, being in the household that he don't want to be dealing with that. A lot of men don't want to deal with a lot of things that women got going on, but they just stand them because if they ain't got no other choice but to stay there with you and make your life hell, try to make it better, what they can do, but they can't do too much because they ain't got that much income coming because they got a family on the background.
Yep. You telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yep. And she
See,
said people with smaller crimes catch it worse than people with larger crimes, and that does seem to be true. Because, like
yeah,
I said, they getting longer prison sentences, so they dealing with, working off their crime within the prison system. But the ones that are out here
mhm,
amongst us in society, they just got to live with the repercussions of their crime, and continue to get told no.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it can be really frustrating for a man who didn't have his own and can't get his own. It can be frustrating. It can cause a lot of argument and a lot of attitudes, going around in the house. It really can, and I
Especially if
think
it's
it
a
can be
financial
bad.
crime, they gonna look at you
Yeah,
cockeyed every time you try to come in there and submit an application. You
yeah,
can't even get housing. You can't get uh uh food stamps, stuff like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why a lot of crime and violence is what's out here taking place now. People got to eat. People got to get it by any means necessary. So that's what they
Any means
resort to.
necessary. And they
Hmm.
gonna do it too. By any means necessary. When it get down to the hard fact and get time to scrub the ground, people will go out there and do whatever that by any means necessary do what they got to do to take care of their business. They will do that. You know.
Absolutely. And it may
It,
be you, it may be me, it could be
yeah,
Toya, it could be any innocent person that's you know, behind the victimization behind that, just because they think we have more than what they have, they gonna take what we have. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So you
Sure
put in
will.
civilization at risk. But hopefully laws will continue to change. We can be hopeful. We can't guarantee it, but hopefully laws can somewhat change and make it a little bit easier for these folk out here.
Yeah. So TT, what do you think about the oatmeal being messed with now? I'm just upset about the oatmeal.
I don't eat oatmeal,
You don't? Oh, you
but
don't?
I don't. But I do like granola bars, and I think it's that lead and stuff. It being in all of this food, this is really starting to look like a conspiracy. And you know how I
Yeah.
feel about that. I feel like it's
Yeah, I
purposely
think so
being,
too, TT. I think
yeah,
so too. Miss, with I mean, everything we used to eating all of our lives it's all being contaminated with something wrong with it. I mean,
right.
it is a conspiracy. It ain't nothing but a freaking conspiracy. That's it. That's
And if
it.
it's this much recalls on the food that we're eating and what we're consuming, then what's going on with these factories and warehouses? They supposed
Yeah,
to have FDA inspections, and you know
yeah,
what I'm saying. So who's
yeah.
not doing their job at this point?
But like me and Pat was saying, a lot of these companies they got their own inspectors. They pay
Independent,
to come
yeah.
out. Yeah. But and they're not, and those people need to be sued because they're not and make them be accountable for what they putting out there in the world for us to eat on
But
and
Perp,
bad
it's not
meat and
fair to
stuff.
cut corners at our expense. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
it's
the
not.
American people that's got to digest this stuff. We ain't got nothing to do with y'all's financial instabilities. Y'all should be, doing everything up to par when it comes to the food and consumption.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
putting stuff out
yeah.
on the shelves that's contaminated. That's not right. And people are really meeting their demise behind the food they're eating. This has got to
Yes,
stop.
yes. And then, like I said earlier, we out here just barely making it, right? And you done bought some food, got a recall. I mean, I can't keep buying food and y'all keep getting recalled. That means I'm losing my money. I'm not able to eat what I being purchased. So now I'm just spending my money on food that I can't even eat. Then who gonna pay me back my money? I can't get it back in my taxes. I can't go get it back from the store because some stores might give it back to you. Some stores you might not can get it back. It depends. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that's money you done lost and food that you can't even eat, you done purchase. So now you out of money, you done pay for food. So now who gonna pay you back your money? Nobody. That's money
Right.
gone. Do you realize how much food I've been? You've been here with me. You seen how much food have been recalled, and just mention our food would be bought. On that recall list, how we be broken with our food in our household.
Yeah. It's crazy.
We'll be
Definitely is.
hungry.
We don't have nothing. She said, check into the Dollar General lawsuit. TT is to Ohio. It's
Oh
for
yeah,
Ohio and a few more states. I'll definitely look into it. I have literally gone in stores and seen spoiled, rotten food on the shelves and wasn't surprised.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If it's been there for over a month and they know that the expiration date is out of date, they don't throw it away. They keep it up there,
yeah,
or they'll hide it in the back where other no good food that's has spoiled is at, and then you just go and grab at it,
yeah.
and look at it. You got to really look at your food nowadays.
But
Inspect
TT,
it. Open it
some
up,
food they
smell it,
tricky though.
hell.
But some food yeah, oh, you right. Open that shit nears up. But some food, TT, at some stores they go in there if the meat being turned brown, they'll go in there and add that doggone red dye to it and try to make it back red.
And they'll actually they'll market way down market value of what meat should
Yeah,
be. I've seen
yeah.
I've seen T-bone steaks marked down to $2. You're like, wait a minute, and then you go
What?
and look and it's brown. Yes, the
Oh
meat is
no.
pretty much bad. The meat is pretty
Mm,
much already gone bad. So it should be
yeah.
removed off the shelves. It should not be marked down to a lower price and resold. Period.
That's not my
That
watch.
stuff is
You
that
right.
stuff is deadly,
Right.
very
They
deadly.
want to put it in our body, and we're gonna be having worms in our stomach, messing our stomach up, our system and stuff up. They
Well,
don't
have you
care.
ever seen what happens to pork after it's been sat out for days and stuff?
Yes. You put it, and have you seen when we pour that Coke
Worms
on it, how
come out of
the
it.
worms come out?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
girl.
can you
Yes,
imagine if you was to cook
yes.
that and eat that?
Girl, ain't no way in the
No,
world.
y'all check out that FDA recall
Okay.
list. It's updated daily. Okay.
Yes.
And they have to, and there's some stuff that we don't know has been recalled because it don't come on the national news. Y'all keep checking on that website. I promise you. You go in a
Okay,
grocery
now my
store, you won't
watch.
even look twice at buying the stuff.
I know, and see that's why Bill his name Bill Gates. That's why he had to ban all the warehouses up and a lot of land up. He trying his best to put his plant based food out there really really bad. And I'm thinking, is this a conspiracy to start freaking with the meat, the vegetables, the water and stuff? Because he got this plant based food he coming out with, and these different companies he coming out with, and different warehouses he purchasing, and all this land he putting all this plant-based food on, trying to make it a number one thing for us to go to. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get rid of the meat altogether. I know they are because they started out with the lab grown meat. So I know they're trying to get rid of all the meat. They're trying to just do us in all the way around.
Yeah. Mass control over what we can eat, what we consume, all of that. Yeah. That's what it is, Perp.
It's like, damn if you do and damn if you don't, TT.
Yeah.
Now, my watch, go ahead and pick me a couple of items up too. Let's see what I'm gonna need.
I
But yeah,
think I think that people need to start listening because there's a lot of people out here that don't even know what's going on.
they don't.
And they
They
just happy
don't.
go lucky every time the government throw money out to them, and that stuff is distracting. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So be
Yes.
very, very careful. Do your
Yes.
research.
Do your research. What Mo3 say? Do your own homework.
Yeah. Like for real, don't be letting these folks just sit up and tell you any old thing. You know, 'cause it
Yeah,
don't check out. It don't check out as right at all.
it
So
don't
do
it
your
don't
own
reach it at
research.
all. It don't check out TT. It don't. You know, and stuff that my mom used to eat all her life. You know, I ate all my life from a little girl, and that stuff being messed with. I'm like, I just don't understand. So when you go out there get that meat, y'all gotta be mindful. When you get that meat, you gotta get the, like TT said, oh, open it up. If you gonna buy it, if that's the one you gonna get right there, you purchase it, open it up.
Yeah.
Smell it.
Follow your intuition on what is looking right and what ain't. And you know what, Perp? There is this RSV vaccination for unborn fetuses. I think the mother can get it at between 34 and 36 weeks. And that's very alarming to me because we ain't did, our age
Yeah.
generation, we ain't have all of that chicken pox. You know what I'm saying? All of these
Mm-mm.
vaccinations is popping up.
Mm-mm.
Like, why do you need to vaccinate a fetus?
Right. Isn't
Yeah,
that
this
isn't that
to take it in
strange?
the mother system. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Don't you
scary,
find that
TT.
to be a little odd and a little thrown
Yeah.
off?
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary. I wonder, do they think that some of the babies gonna be deformed from what's been with all the food what's going on with the food and the water and stuff? I wonder. That's why they start doing them kind of tests.
Obviously, and they've been bothering with the food, and so they know that it's going to trickle down to the unborn fetus, and they're going
Yeah.
to be getting sued at the end of the day. Or what
Yeah.
is it that you putting in these vitamins, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff you just
Yeah.
can't trust it.
So okay, I'm
Just
scared
because the
of it.
government put a stamp on it, don't make it right.
Don't mean nothing because somebody, the USDA ain't taking care of their business. And like I said yesterday about the applesauce, somebody been contaminating the applesauce, trying to hurt the babies. Now, what food would be at the job contaminating the doggone applesauce? You know,
And think about it this way, Perk. Y'all messing with kids, the stuff the kids are eating, the oatmeal, the
kids.
applesauce, the yogurt. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
oatmeal, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The brand oat stuff.
Granola bars.
Then y'all had a
Yeah,
shortage on Similac. So you forcing mothers to have to breastfeed. Behind forcing a mother to have to sit at home and
yeah,
breastfeed, you forcing her
yeah,
work. You know what I'm saying? Her work ethic is probably gonna be diminished because you can't work 24/7 and breastfeed a baby at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
breastfeed.
Then
No, it's okay.
yeah, but
Yeah,
then you wanted to
yeah,
push him. You wanted to push the effort for everybody to get COVID vaccinated or C19 vaccinated. So I'm saying, but if a baby's breastfeeding from his mother, it's taking in whatever nutrients that the mother's getting.
hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It's all like a
Come on
web.
now. Yes, ma'am.
It's all like a web. You get what I'm saying? And if you
Yeah,
a woke conscious person, then you can figure it out.
yeah.
It's a conspiracy. And I've been up here telling you and Pat
It's a
for I
conspiracy.
don't know how long. It's depopulation schemes coming into
Yes,
play.
yes. Come on, sister. You hear me? They better start taking notes. They better wake up and quit looking like they crazy around here and get them some knowledge. Get that knowledge. But I'm telling you better start doing something. I'm telling you, it's getting bad. It's getting bad, TT. It's getting bad.
Very bad.
Really bad.
Very bad.
Let's see, yeah, in California, they had a new law that they can't carry concealed weapons in public places. Now, my thing is, why would you want to carry a concealed weapon in a public place? You see what I'm saying? You can't carry it now. You can't carry it you can't carry it in the amusement parks. You can't carry a weapon in the worship places, public libraries, the zoos, and sporting events. My thing, why would you want to take a firearm to them kind of events anyway when you're going to have a good time, unless you plan on doing something that you ain't got no business doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And and
But
that's
that's how
crazy.
it's been in California. It's been like that a lot in a lot of other states
Yeah,
having the
yeah,
carry concealed law.
yeah.
And there's infractions when it comes to like being on school property. But my thing is, what
Mhm.
is it? What is? How are you really enforcing that when we got schools being every other week getting gun threats?
Right. It ain't working. It ain't working, TT.
And I seen, since maybe 2 years ago, a lot of the high schools was putting in the metal detectors, and so I said, well,
Yeah.
that puts it at ease, you know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
puts your mind at ease knowing that, if you coming in there with any kind of weapon that ain't supposed to be on the grounds, it's going, alert alert them that you have it, right?
Right.
It seemed like since they put those metal detectors in with the schools, we've had more threats than a little bit.
Yeah. It's like ain't none of it even working.
So
Yeah.
I guess, you know, we just gonna induce panic on the school and the teachers and the kids and the parents that's sitting at home hoping that their child is safe while they at school.
Yeah, because I know my son going to Brian Adams. They had a metal detector in Brian Adams, and that was back in the 80s. But yeah, back in the 80s, they had a metal detector back then at Brian Adams. And you know, um, it helped. You know, it did slow a lot of activities down at Brian Adams when they put that metal detector there. But you know, we got to start putting metal detectors in the schools. I mean, man, I mean, whoever thought you going to school, you had to have to put metal detectors in schools, and people come there with the mass shooters and things like that. You know, I would never thought about nothing like that as I was going to high school. I thinking that like nothing like that.
Yeah, but back in the day, you had teachers that were not just teachers, counselors that were not just counselors. They went to them kids' houses, sat down and
Yes,
talked
come
to
on.
the parents. You know, if
Yes,
the parents couldn't come in and make a parent-teacher conference, they came to you. They were more involved and concerned. These teachers is going on strike every other year because they ain't getting
yeah,
paid the money to sit and deal with your bad kids, and then they feel undeserving and
yeah.
unappreciated.
I
So,
appreciate it.
you
Yeah.
know, and the age group of the teachers are getting younger. You know, they just as stupid and dumb as these kids.
Yeah,
You
and then
know,
you got some ignorant parents. You know, that if I believe that some of the teachers were going to the houses like they used to, but some of these parents is nowadays some of them kind of ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Because the kid ain't got no house training because the parents ain't taught them nothing, and parents don't know nothing either. But it would be a good thing. They could still go back out to the schools like they used to. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a good thing.
yeah. And then their answer for every issue when it's concerning children with behavior issues is diagnose them with ADHD and medicate them. You know, or put them out of school completely. So, you know, you have a lot going on with the whole situation within the school system. It just went downhill all the way around. I mean, and then you got to pay arm and a leg to put your child through a decent private school.
Yes, you're right. You're right. And Toya said that's when paddling was in school. Yeah, I hate they took paddling out. I hate they took paddling out of school. If they still had it in school, I wonder how would it be? Would it be a little bit better? I wonder.
And shouldn't have took prayer out either.
Sure, shouldn't. They took it out quick.
Yeah.
They took that out quick. It didn't last no time. It didn't last no time in the
Oh
school.
well, we should definitely knew we was in for a doozy when they took prayer out. For real. Times was definitely in the process of being on the brink of changing for the worse once they did that. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
paddling. I mean, why paddle them in school? You ain't paddling them at home. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, and you know some teachers feel like you know they the babies they parents the kids come to school and they get to babysit the kids too. Some of the teachers feel like they have to babysit the kids when they come to school because the parents ain't doing the right thing or you know they
Yeah.
got to
Think
argue
about
with
how
the
these
kids and
kids is
all that.
actually coming to school malnourished, not fed, not having no type of guidance, not being, not receiving the attention that you have to stimulate young children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And what they
Mm-hmm.
lacking at home, they're definitely gonna come into school and show they behinds. And the teachers is not there. They're not getting paid enough to deal with that.
Yeah, yeah, and they don't have to won't deal with. I mean, I won't want to deal with all that. You know, if I was a teacher, I don't think I'd be no high school teacher or no junior high teacher. I think I'd be like a elementary teacher because when them kids get in that junior high, that's when they start smelling themselves and you know yeah they start plotting and carrying on and that's when they really need they do need a paddling back in school and they do need a prayer back in school because when they took it out of school and when they start putting in well um you can't don't talk to my kid like this and you know and this and that and you know it's crazy and they made it just worse for everybody then so you know and then all of that they want to put child what do you call it child abuse on you when you whoop your kids but You know, when I got who was back in the day, it didn't hurt me. My mom didn't get no child abuse charge. They didn't know what child abuse charge even was back in the day. They ain't know what that was. Them called just a good old ass fashion ass whooping. You know what I'm talking about? You know,
Mhm.
we might got who with a stitcher cord or with a long switch. Go out and get that switch out the tree. You can't go out there and get no little bitty switch. You gotta go out there and get the long switch out there. And you know, you reach out and touch it. You know,
I mean, it
you
even
can't do
says in
that
the
no
Bible,
more.
spare the rod, spoil the child. So I just I don't understand, you know, why would you resort to saying that that's child abuse when discipline has been experienced over since the beginning of time, and
Yes.
didn't no child ever come out messed up because they were being disciplined. It's actually a form of love to discipline your child,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
know, sitting around ignoring the bad behaviors and the signs that they going in the wrong path is not going to help them.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of kids is doing bad things because they want the attention.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and a lot of kids do things bad too because they know what you can and can't do to them too. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, you better not touch me. I'm gonna call CPS. I'm gonna call the police on you. You know,
I
that's
mean,
crazy.
you even
Yeah,
got kids that'll tell their
Toya.
parents, "I'll you hit me, I'm calling them people." They know, you know what I'm saying? It's just been used in such a negative way to, unguide, the effort of Black families. You know,
Yeah.
if you're not sending the father figure of the household to prison, or stigmatizing him to where he say, "Oh, f the household, f the kids, f the
Yeah.
whole family," and he going out
Yeah.
committing crimes. Then you
Yeah.
turning around and you making the Black mother have to depend on the government assistance,
Mm-hmm.
to provide for the kids. I mean, you just got a big mess in the world,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it ain't getting no better.
So all right.
So whoever don't realize what's really going on, I really feel sorry for him, Perk.
I do too. Toya
Oh
said the
yeah,
piece
I
of a
got hit
clothes
with
hanger.
I can't even tell you all the shit that I got hit with. I got whooped one time fresh out the bathtub, start naked
Oh.
with a belt.
Oh. You got broke down real bad, girl.
Changed my attitude,
Woo.
child. I'm telling you.
You got broke down real bad, my sister. You hear me?
And then, it
Mm-hmm.
got to the point where my mama just had to look at me a certain way and I just straightened up. I don't know what I must have been doing or saying, but she would just look at me and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, let me stop doing that." Whatever it is, that pissed her off. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's how you should be with your children. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's a mess. I don't
Yeah.
know. We gonna discipline in this household. Now you call CPS and you call them and you can go with them. They come pack you right on up and take you up out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
So
my daughter know.
so
Oh, you want to
Lily
call
already
them and
she
they gonna
already
come over here
know.
and save you. They can take care of you because I don't have to go for no disrespect, especially by no child.
That's right. Now when you raising you done brought into the world, carried around 9 months, and and do everything by yourself or with somebody, whatever. But yeah, it's the best thing to do for teach your child to do. When you raise them up right, they gonna be right. If they even go out in the street and make a wrong decision, but they gonna already feel bad because they know they did wrong. They know because they was taught the right thing to do. You know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
TT, what they doing now? They finding people's bodies with no body parts. This man, he had passed away in prison, and they sent him home without his heart.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
Organ harvesting.
they ain't just taking our body parts; they taking everybody's body parts. Yeah. He's in prison in Alabama, down there with Toya down there. Oh, Toya, y'all down there taking body parts down there. Toya, where y'all let down there in Alabama in the prison house down there. Yeah, so he
Mm.
returned. His body was be returned to his family. The Alabama Department of Correction told her that it is need to perform the autopsy on Dawson first, according to the newly filed lawsuit. Ain't that some?
Oh my goodness.
And they said when he arrived there, 100 man didn't have no heart.
Mm.
So it's not just our body parts they taking everybody's body parts. But why? What for? Why? Now,
It sells
I
for a
heard.
lot of money on the black market. They've been told us that.
Now, I was in the bushes. I was at somebody's bushes. I remember. I can't remember what the man's name was, but I think it's Trey Gang Production, and he be talking about Kanika Jenkins, and he said once she passed away, and they said they took some of her body parts. Said some lady, some singer, she needed a liver or something. Said all of a sudden she had got a liver or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think Kanika Jenkins has passed away. So I don't know. I just know it's just crazy.
Yeah, so many big
So
conspiracies surrounding her case, and they
yeah,
still don't have the answers. And then finally,
no,
I believe her mother was offered a settlement,
yeah,
a
she
wrongful
was.
death, a wrongful death
Uh-huh.
settlement that
Mm-hmm.
she
Mm-hmm.
accepted. And I think that
Yeah.
the day that we were over at Miss K Cures, and what's the name, came up there and was like, yeah, well, see, ain't nothing gonna happen because these families is taking the money. And we was like, it ain't all
Yeah.
about the money. Some of
Right.
these families would rather have justice served versus taking a loss, a settlement on the
Yeah.
death of their loved one. And
Yeah. Yeah.
especially when you know deep down in your heart something fishy done went on, and
I ain't taking
somebody
no
did something they
settlement.
ain't had no business doing.
I'm not taking TT. I'm not settling with shit. You hear me? I'm gonna know. I got to know. I got to know. And when I got to
Right.
know, and then we go from there. But I'm not gonna just say, well, if you don't say so, take the money. No, because that money is not worth my child. It's not worth my pain. It's not worth what I'm going through. That I can't never forget. This money ain't gonna make me forget about what you done did or what done happened to my kid or what done went on.
Right. I want a
You know,
thorough
shit.
investigation done, and I don't want no corners cut when it comes to finding out what resulted in my child's demise. I don't care about that money. It's not gonna replace my child.
So do you know what? So do you know what the Donaldson Correction Center is down there? Tell you where you at? Is it close to you? It says down in Alabama. Yeah, Kanika Jicken Mama, she did get the money, and I believe she messed up. I think she messed up tremendously when she took that money to.
Yeah, because there's no
I
longer
think
an
she did.
investigation.
Nope. I do can just talk about it, and it was a lot of play in there, and
Well,
like I said, I just couldn't. I
there's a level of
couldn't.
pain that come with continuing to have to talk about it, bring it up. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that, and I respect that as well. But her life was obviously unjustly took from her. For her to have wandered off and
Mhm.
ended up in a freezer, and so we said, well,
Yeah.
dang, was she so intoxicated she wandered and got locked in that freezer? We still don't know. But at the end of the day, why the people that was with her at the party didn't have her back and look out for her, that alone is devastating. You supposed to be able to trust the people you out
It's
partying and
not far.
having fun with. So
Hello,
that's
RTV. Yeah, you right. I'm sorry.
that's
Toya
messed
says it's
up
not far. Hello, round table. Yeah.
that she took the
So
settlement.
my
But
thing is,
then again,
TT.
you gotta understand, it's been how many years it's gone on, and they talking about Tamir Rice mom and them did it. Well,
Uh,
okay, uh, you got public, what's the word, publicity to come along with that stuff.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. You right. You right. But I just don't think I know. I ain't just. I don't think I know. And I know you wouldn't either take no money. You'd be still on somebody. You still be on somebody. Y'all gonna meet Nick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How you
Now,
doing, round table?
Shanquilla mama went and they hired their own lawyer, and they're hiring their own investigators, but they're working directly with um the law enforcement out in Cabo. So they have been making some strides. I know a lot of people running around saying they haven't, but they're doing the best that they can to try to get Mexico to do what they're supposed to do to further their
Yeah,
investigation
Jason.
over here
But
in the
see,
United States.
over in Mexico, they supposed to be doing a president, vote for a new president. It was a lady run for president, and I don't know if she got it, but I believe if she did get president, I think she'll have a softer heart than what that man had. That man president had. See, he been president for quite a while. Been doing all that conniving and taking stuff. Been doing the wrong thing. But I think if she make president over there, I believe that she can go. She might change. She might be willing to change a few things.
Possibly, Perp.
Yeah,
Sometimes with the
yeah,
change in politics, you see better results, and sometimes it's the opposite. It's the opposite of that. But we gonna continue to pray that they do get justice
yeah.
for
I
that
do
young
too.
lady, because it's
Yeah, beautiful
obviously
young
you got
lady.
video footage of her being assaulted and all of that stuff, and then you got cover up on the autopsy report. You got all kinds of stuff happening. So definitely continue to keep an eye out on the developments that are occurring with her story, because that may change things for a lot of people, even over here. Cold cases, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Unsolved murders and stuff.
yeah,
Lil
yeah.
Sweet just got here and she looking at me, so she obviously want to say something.
For the for the homeless men's, they need some clothing, of all sizes, newly worn and used, and also taking donations for chili, cornbread, bowls and spoons. You can also send those to Walmart for curbside pickup. It's here in the banner. I can pick those up at 9301 at Forest Lane, 75243, Dallas, Texas. Or you can cash app $6 for Vino with capital V, Entertainment TV, to the cash app, and be very much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just out here just trying to do what I can do to help out with the unfortunate. I'm always out in the community. I'm always doing stuff, laughing, talking, interacting with people. I'm always outside. You can always catch me outside. If you want to find me, just find me outside. And not only that, when I'm out just donating the food and stuff and feeding the homeless people, come on out and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Spend some time with me out there with them and see how you enjoy, how you get a warm feeling that they give you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. And that's
This woman right here, she's been through hell and back, betrayed, lied to, and been broken down by many. But this same woman right here still has a heart full of gold. Now, I don't know about y'all, but in my book, this is what you call a strong woman.
A strong woman. But yeah, so you know, we teaching just on here just talking and just cutting it up and everything and just putting a lot of awareness out there, you know, about the Quaker food, the oatmeal, you know what I'm saying, about the applesauce. It's a lot of things going on. Y'all need to keep up with, you know what I'm saying, keep your eyes open. You know, that's why I start growing my own little food, because, you know, I got to try to make sure I'm eating the right stuff. So if you can get your above garden, you know, like I said before, it's a reason why they got those above gardens in stores now. There's a reason the above gardens are in stores right now. They there for a reason, not just for no reason. They there for a reason, because you can see how the food is being jacked up, and that's one reason. You see what I'm saying? And how some of the soil got bacteria in it. That's another thing. You know, a lot of food got salmonella in it, lead. You know, heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know what you eat nowadays. You know, you don't know what you put into your tummy. You know, if you know, it could be anything make you have cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Perp,
Later on down the years, anything.
Perp, I'm gonna drop down because I'm about to start driving. But I
Yeah,
just
I
wanted
think
to
I
tell
get
you,
out.
God bless you. Thank you for your contribution to giving back to the community and helping the less fortunate and your team. And God bless Gavin for even having this vision and your supporters. And happy holidays, everybody. Everybody stay blessed.
All right, you too, TT. Thank you, and be safe, baby.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, just, you know, like I said, when you just think of other people, see what I'm saying? Don't just be mindful of other people. Just just thinking about yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But you know, you got to love each other. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, you just never know who your angel is. You just never know where your angel may be. You just never know. I mean, you just never know. So please, if you have any kind of thing you can donate, please donate it to the unfortunate. You know, I would appreciate it. I'm gonna go out on 24th. It's not doing no raining right now. It's not doing no rain. It rained a little bit yesterday, but today, I don't see any rain right now. So, hopefully, everything will be still nice. You know, where I can go out and feed the unfortunate. If not, I would go on the next following day, where the day that it's not raining outside, and I would go the next following day, and I will go out and feed the unfortunate, because, you know what I'm saying, it's cold outside. Like I said again, it's cold outside, you know, and we want to make sure that, you know, we'll make sure that our loved ones are fed. You know what I'm saying? I know I do. I know I do. And I try my best to do the right thing and go out there and feed them and hang out with them and everything, and show them love. I give them support. They laugh, we talk. We just cut up, you know what I'm saying? I've learned a few of them names. I know some names, you know what I'm saying? I know a few names, and when they literally see me when I come, they always asking about me, you know what I'm saying? the homeless people asking about you, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I like that. You know what I'm saying? They let me know that they believe in me. They know that I'm coming. They know that I show them love. They know that I support them. You see what I'm saying? They know that I'm gonna give them some kind of blessing. You know what I'm saying? And even though y'all don't know, even though when I don't have food and nothing like that, when I do be out over there and I might see somebody over there, if I got a little change, I'll give them a change. Or I can go out to go in the store and make my purchases of what I want out the store. But for me, I go out when I go out and get them the last couple of coins or 75 cents, $1, $2. You know what I'm saying? I give it to them. You see what I'm saying? And some of them don't even ask you for nothing. Some of them don't ask you for nothing. They don't ask you. They just basically wait for you to come in there, to come in and come out to see if you're gonna give them anything. That's it. That's it. That's all. You see what I'm saying? So don't think they're out there begging. You know what I'm saying? They ain't begging, they just in need. You know. So if they're in need, just go ahead and get them what they want. Why be greedy? Right now's the season to be jolly. Right? That's what I say. But anyway, y'all know my motto. You know, I'll be back tomorrow. How the hell you gonna love somebody when you don't love yourself? Peace.